Here we are, everybody.
Here we are.
YFN movie critics are back.
We are very busy.
We're busy guys.
This is not a job yet.
Yet.
So we can't just get rid of...
As much as we would love to prioritize these podcasts, entertainment, we can't. We have lives.
We can't just abandon our other
lives. We both
lives.
work in corporate buildings.
Yes.
And
40 hours a week.
40 hours a week full time.
We have families.
We have families.
Yeah, not actual like families, but families.
Families. We both live with our parents. Oh, no, you don't live with your parents.
I go over there often.
You go over there often. I still live
out,
with my parents. It's just, listen, we just want to say to you guys, we're here. Because it's been a while.
Believe it or not, I do have people come to me asking for the next episode. It's
crazy.
Yeah.
No. Some people at my work say the movie podcast is like loving it. Hey, we got to keep listening to that stuff.
So we're back.
We're here, and there's news to talk about. There's Falcon and Winter Soldier stuff. There's Snyder Cut stuff to talk about.
Gosh.
A lot of goodies.
Oh my gosh.
And let's cue the intro right now.
Go.
And that's the intro for you. I might pick a different. I don't know. I need to find out just a little more peppy superhero thing. I think the one I have right now is a little.
Yeah, we need like more upbeat.
More upbeat.
To get you ready.
Let's go. Like, hey, we're here, right?
Like, look, you're wearing your Batman suit.
I'm wearing my I'm ready. I'm doing this mainly to come at Michael because he's not a Ben Affleck Batman supporter.
I'm not. I'm still not. Even after
Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's right behind him, as you can see too.
Yeah.
But I'm here to support Batfleck because he's back kinda, and I'm hoping he's staying.
He's not back though.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Okay. I don't know what you heard. I heard some things.
Okay. All right.
But
we'll talk about it. Yeah. All right.
So we're gonna do the usual spiel.
We have a long episode to go, so I think we should just jump right into the movie news.
Get right into the movie news.
First piece of news came out today. Obi Wan Kenobi. They are started filming.
Woo!
It is. They don't have a release date yet, but they released a full cast. What do you think of the cast? Joel Edgerton.
Amazing. I will say,
obviously, Ewan McGregor.
Everything looks great.
Yeah.
Uncle Owen and Amber Rue coming back.
Yep.
The same actress and actor. Joel Edgerton, of course.
And they did announce 10 years after Revenge of the Sith.
10 years after Revenge of the Sith.
9 years before New Hope.
And what I think was the most exciting about this was how Hayden Christensen. I mean, maybe they would have put him up there regardless, but he was on the top, like headlining with Ewan McGregor. And I'm just like, how big of a role are we talking here for Darth Vader? Or Anakin, flashbacks, you know?
This means this does take place before Rebels, correct?
Oh, 100%. This takes place before Rebels for sure.
Okay. That's what I'm just confirming.
Yeah. Wait, because now Rebels? No, now you're throwing me. Rebels? No, this takes place before Rebels. Because I'm pretty sure Rebels is closer to New Hope.
That's what I thought.
There's so much
because
Star Wars.
He looked older. That's the only thing I'm going off of. I know my friends at work probably hate me for this because I haven't seen Rebels yet. I'll admit it.
I'm half on that show, so I won't. Yeah,
you're not an animated guy.
I'm not a. Yeah, not huge.
You're not an animated
guy. It
really
depends. Yeah, I'm very picky when it comes to animation.
I mean, that's all we have to go on the cast. Yeah. I'm excited for it, man.
Let me ask you. Was there any faces that you saw? You're like, huh? On that list,
like you said earlier before we started filming, Hayden Christensen's so high up. It's like
that's exciting.
Is he going to be a main character in this?
You know who throws me off, and because I'm not a huge fan of him, Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
I hope he's just a droid or something. I don't want to see his face. I don't know. He's just. I don't want to. I don't feel like dealing with him.
And I'm happy Joel Edgerton's in it, playing like you said,
Uncle Owen. I think it's very cool. They're bringing him back for continuity.
He'll probably have a bigger role as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, he was on the top. I mean, again, we don't know really what that means. They're just on the top, be on the top.
I just hope they don't do too much because he was supposed to not. Obi-Wan was not supposed to be doing much during this time period.
Do you think we're gonna see another battle? Because in New Hope, George Lucas
didn't hint at it at all.
Because George Lucas's plan was initially Revenge of the Sith was their last battle before they met again.
The last time they saw each other. That was what we believed.
Now, I'm not saying retcon, but I'm just saying not necessarily when they met in New Hope were they specific.
They never said,
oh, on Mustafar.
19 years ago, yeah.
They weren't too specific. I mean, which brings me back to, okay, let's say Hayden's role is big. I think this will be awesome if we see it. I might shit myself a little bit if we see this. Flashbacks of them in the Clone Wars. What do you think the chances are we see flashbacks with him and Anakin going hard.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, would
That
be
would
awesome.
be awesome.
And
dude. like a live action Clone Wars scene.
If we again, even if it's a whole ass episode, I don't know, like
Dude,
a whole
that would
flashback
be-
episode.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be some great fan
I
service.
definitely do think we're gonna get a conversation at least between Hayden Christensen and Obi Wan.
Oh, 100%.
Darth Vader.
There's gonna be an encounter.
And he's gonna be in a suit, right?
He's got to be in the suit.
He's gonna be in the suit, unless like you said, it's a flashback.
Hayden, we're definitely gonna see him if he takes the helmet off at all in his burnt form. But I'm thinking there's gonna be flashbacks in this.
Yeah, and this is and he's gonna be looking for Luke.
Yeah,
Right?
He's gonna be looking for Luke.
He's going to be looking for Luke, so maybe it's something like Obi-Wan tries to draw him away from where Luke is. I don't know. This is going to be exciting, though.
It's gonna be exciting. So just seeing Ewan with lightsaber again is gonna.
Dude, it's going to be awesome, and I hope we see him in his full cloak. It's going to be awesome.
Full cloak, yep.
Yeah.
Sick
yeah.
stuff.
So not much to go on, but we'll be waiting to hear more news from there. Next, we had a Black Adam poster release, and the release date has been announced, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, July 29th, 2022.
Are you excited?
I am because I like Shazam.
Okay.
And if it's anything like that, I think I'm in.
I agree.
And
I just feel like, you know what? I just think The Rock fucked up with announcing it so early.
Yeah.
Because remember, this was announced 2000.
It's over a year away.
2015. He announced he was Black Adam.
Well, even now, like the release date's over a year away.
Over a year away too.
It's July
He's
next year.
A bunch of premature. He's prematurely announcing things. And okay, I get it. You're a year away. Maybe now you can start hyping people up.
Yeah.
But he's been talking about this forever. Yeah. And I'm not. One thing I will get excited about. Again, I mean, Black Adam's coming out. Woohoo! So we're not huge Rock fans. Me and you both. I think. I don't think we're huge Rock fans.
I like The Rock. I like him. And I think he seems like one of the greatest guys. He's like squeaky clean, which is great. I like seeing guys like that. But I just don't like him as an actor. And if he's in a movie, I just know it's going to be like a B movie, like super blockbuster. Like,
what does excite me though, a few casting announcements came out. Oh, well, a recent one. Did you see Pierce Brosnan?
Yes, I did see that.
Is going to be Dr. Fate.
That's going to be pretty cool.
And that's going to be dope.
I'm a big fan of Pierce Brosnan.
Are you familiar with Dr. Fate, the character?
I'm not. No.
Well, essentially, for everyone listening, he's the Doctor Strange of DC.
Okay.
And I just think it's dope. You know, he has the helmet and everything. I was a big fan of that.
Well,
character.
he's confirmed for Black Adam, right?
Confirmed.
Yeah.
He's confirmed. Yeah, he's going to be there with the Justice Society.
Like we said, we're not fans of Dwayne "Rock" Johnson, but I'm excited to see him in a superhero role.
Sure.
He deserves it. Like he's done so much work.
And if anyone looks like a superhero, it's him. And
like I
built
said,
like it.
Shazam did so well that I think it earns my excitement.
Yeah.
It earns my excitement. So that's all I can say. Poster didn't really reveal anything. It was just black background with Black Adam.
My excitement is at a very low bar right now.
Yeah.
Again, if he just announced this, like if that was the first time of us hearing about it, I'd be a little more excited. But again, he's been beating this dead horse for a while.
Maybe I'm just more excited for it just because I'm coming off the high of the Zack Snyder cut.
The Zack Snyder
which
cut.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk later. Next, one of the biggest news that we have to talk about: Suicide Squad trailer.
The Suicide Squad trailer came out.
Yeah.
Now
and it seems like we
talked a little bit about this before it started.
Yeah.
We completely think different things about this.
Yeah.
Now, you start off. Well, like when you first saw it, you just
so let me just go back when this was first announced and all the entire cast was released and who they're playing.
Yeah.
I was super excited. James Gunn was on board. Super excited for this. I thought it was going to be phenomenal. After the trailer came out, I think this could be a massive failure.
Whoa, you would put it that far?
I really did not like this trailer.
You're crazy.
I thought it looked terrible. I thought.
Oh no!
I thought.
Terrible.
I thought the shark. Let me start with the shark. He's just an example. Looked terrible. I thought the costume designs looked terrible.
No,
I think
Michael.
John Cena is going to be as corny and not funny as ever seen. I'm done with Harley Quinn. Done with her. Okay.
Are you scarred from her from the first Suicide Squad or Birds of Prey?
Both.
I'm
just tired. I love Margot Robbie.
You don't think she looks at least?
I love Margot Robbie for multiple reasons.
Okay, yeah.
Multiple reasons. Okay.
We all do.
But I'm just tired of her in this role. I just don't think. It's overplayed. You
don't think she looks at least improved from her past experiences?
No. I
think she does. I think James Gunn nailed it.
This movie looks so corny. So corny.
You know Sylvester Stallone's the shark.
That
doesn't make it a little better for you?
No, that makes it worse.
Makes it worse?
This is like they're trying. James Gunn is trying so hard to make this the DC Guardians of the Galaxy. And if you can't see that, then you're
I don't think he's
blind.
trying hard.
Sylvester Stallone as the shark, Vin Diesel as Groot. Come on, it's the same thing. It's It just looks.
It's not this. I don't know.
So
I mean, okay,
you saw the trailer.
I get there's comparisons.
You saw this trailer.
Okay.
And you thought this looked good.
Yes, 100%.
I saw this trailer and I said, this looks terrible.
This was epic. Listen, because here's my thing. It's hard to make comic okay, going to the costumes. Okay. You think they all look corny.
I think they look terrible.
Here's my thing. I think they look fantastic because it's a lot of directors say it's hard to make things look comic accurate, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I think James Gunn did it perfectly.
So you think John Cena's silver helmet looked pretty cool?
Amazing. Amazing.
So what'd you think of the shark? You thought he looked okay?
Great. It looks hilarious.
I will say the one scene of him splitting the guy in half was
that was a fucking great shot.
That was pretty cool.
Okay, we can agree there. I'm glad we can agree
that was
there.
pretty cool.
Amazing shot.
But
and the fact that for me, if anything, it enhanced it. The fact that it's Sylvester Stallone.
I know for a fact, seeing this trailer, this movie is going to be all over the place. It's going to be so spotty. It's going to be all over the place. It's just going to be a jumbled mess.
Okay.
It's going to be a jumbled mess.
Well, let me keep going. What I liked about it too.
Okay.
I just think the tone too. Mm-hmm. The tone itself. I get people want, which we're gonna get into later. Yeah. People are like, restore the Snyderverse. I know we're like the Snyder Cut. I liked. We're gonna get into it later, but
yes.
The tone of this, part of me is like, I want DC to channel this. I like the way the cinematography looked. The way they're cracking jokes at each other.
Is this rated R?
Yes, it's rated R.
Okay.
It's rated R.
Well, yeah, they show that.
There's going to be a lot of gore in this. The cussing, it's golden, and it already has more personality than that first Suicide Squad. The first Suicide Squad was just, I think, bland and just kind of like, emo Hot Topic. This one had more color. The characters, the interactions were better.
If we're comparing it to the first Suicide Squad, okay, maybe it might be it'll be phenomenal. It's going to be like Casablanca. But guess what? The first one was horrible. Okay. So I don't want it to just be better than the first one. I want it to be a good movie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, the first one aside, you really don't think that this is going to be a solid ass movie?
I don't.
One thing I will take away that when I watch the trailer a few times, I'm almost worried. Here's what I am worried about in the movie: that there's too many characters.
That's where I go into where I think it's gonna be a jumble mess.
Because if you look into it, I mean, there's so many actors, and they're promoting that. Like, here's this guy, here's that. Blah, blah, blah,
there's no way they have enough time to give any of these characters backstory.
I've watched the trailer a few times. There's a core group, the Harley Quinn, Rick Flag, Idris Elba character, but then there's another shot of all of them in front of the American flag, and it's a bunch of faces we didn't see in the trailer. Pete Davidson. And I'm like, wait, when do these guys show up in the movie? Are they in the beginning, the end? Do they all die?
I know we're going to talk about Justice League.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But let me just really bounce off that. One of the biggest problems I had with the original Justice League, Joss Whedon's, was they threw characters at us with no backstory, such as Cyborg, such as Ezra Miller's Flash.
Yeah.
And now bouncing off to the Snyder Cut, what was so good about this one? They gave us backstory in this one. They gave us backstory of Cyborg and Ezra Miller's
Context.
Flash.
That's at the end of the day.
They're not going to be able to do that with Suicide Squad. There's too many. There's too many characters.
Well, again, we still don't know the story.
Yeah.
Did you peep? This got me excited. The giant. They called it a kaiju. The giant starfish at the end.
I did. Yeah.
Starro. That's an original.
Dumb.
Oh my gosh.
Giant starfish.
I thought that was epic, dude.
Listen,
it's all epic.
I hope I'm wrong, and I'm just going off the first trailer because
Polka Dot Man. They made Polka Dot Man look cool.
It's just the first trailer.
Yeah.
But
Right.
But before the trailer, I was excited. After the trailer, I said this is going to be bad, and that's how I thought of the first trailer. Nothing excited me in the trailer. There's not one thing that excited me in the trailer.
Not one thing that excited you in the trailer.
I'm excited to see Idris Elba.
Wow.
Because I like him as an actor, but it has nothing to do with the movie. I just like him.
And again, for you, Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn.
I'm done with Margot Robbie Harley Quinn.
You're kind of over her.
I'm over her. I think she's annoying.
I think he's gonna fix her in this one.
Okay, well I think she's annoying.
You think?
I think
that's just funny, man.
No, so
well, there's two takes right there, but yeah. I'm staying optimistic.
I appreciate that. And you were optimistic about the Snyder Cut Justice League, and I admit that I was wrong because I was not. So you got
I was I was like iffy about the Snyder Cut too at times, but hey, it came through.
It came through, and I'm just hoping I'm wrong about this. Just off the trailer, it looks corny, campy. The costume design looked terrible. Man. I hope I'm wrong.
Complete opposite on my end, guys.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay.
Next piece of news. This one excites me. Ghost of Tsushima movie announced.
Okay.
By the creators of John Wick.
Ooh, okay. Yes. That's promising.
Yes. So, did you play Ghost of Tsushima?
I played it once or twice. I don't have it's on PlayStation, right?
Yes, it's a Sony exclusive.
Yeah, I played it once or twice, liked it. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah.
The game was cool though for what it was.
Yeah.
But kind of take us away with it.
Yeah, so I just actually played this a couple months ago.
Yeah.
All the way through.
You beat it?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was a phenomenal game, beautiful game, great gameplay. That being said, you know how I feel about video games to movies, the transition. It has failed in the past.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Well, I think what we can say though is I think the recent ones are looking promising.
Well, we haven't seen the new Mortal Kombat. That does look promising.
Yeah,
we both agree that the trailer looks great.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about more like Resident Evils.
Yeah.
The Resident Evil movie.
Okay.
I hated the Resident Evil movie series. There's many like the Mortal Kombat previous movies.
We never saw Sonic, right? You never saw that either.
I never.
got announced
I have
for a
not seen
sequel.
Sonic.
It got announced
People
for a
did like
sequel.
it actually.
Yeah.
People did like Sonic. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess other than I'm trying to think. There's never been a good Mario Bros movie.
Oh,
they
fuck
all
no.
were horrible.
Fuck no.
They were pretty bad.
Yeah. No. That's...
I just never liked the transition from video games to movies, and that's what worries me. That being said, the creators behind it, John Wick.
Hopefully, the John Wick guys behind it.
Yeah, and I think the story is good enough to bring a good movie. I'm excited for this a lot, and I love the video game. I thought it was phenomenal, and I'm excited to see it on the big screen. You know?
Hey, for me, I mean, what sells me to this point again, I'm not too familiar with the property, but if the John Wick guys are behind it, and then it's one of the most poppin' video games, like it was most talked about for a while.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be something that I think we can all look forward to.
Yeah, and they didn't announce what platform it's going to be, HBO Max or whatnot.
Yeah.
They didn't announce that, but I'm just excited they announced this, and I think it's something to look forward to.
Good old fashioned action movie.
And I'm curious to see the casting too. We'll see who's casted as Jin. Last piece of news we have here is interesting. National Treasure TV series coming to Disney Plus, not starring Nicolas Cage.
Well then, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
So here's the thing. I love the first two National Treasures.
Yeah, they're good.
I love them. They're like kid movies. They're good. They're awesome.
Yeah.
I'm stealing the Declaration of Independence. Let's get it. Like,
yeah.
I loved it, and I love Nicolas Cage in it. It was great. They are still doing a third one.
Oh,
with
really?
Nicolas Cage. They're still doing a third one with Nicolas Cage.
Is this connected to? Oh, wait, we don't know.
We don't know. That being said, they're still doing a TV show. I don't think we need the TV show.
I don't know. Yeah, no.
I mean, I don't know
just
much about it.
Just make a third movie.
Just give us the movie.
Unless, I mean, if you put a good starring actor in the role, whatever role it's gonna be, or if it's in the same world, I don't know. This doesn't interest me.
National Treasure, National Treasure without Nicolas Cage kind of reminds me of like Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp. Like,
which is happening.
Exactly, which we're all against. I don't think there's a single person that's for that.
Fuck you, Amber Heard.
Yeah,
fuck you.
Which are we pro Johnny Depp?
I'm pro Johnny Depp.
I'm pro Johnny Depp.
I'm pro Johnny Depp.
Look, they just had a shitty. They had a shitty relationship. Okay,
shitty relationship.
Just put it behind them.
Put it behind. Yeah.
She's shit in his bed.
Yeah, she's a bitch. I don't know. I don't like her.
And he's an asshole. And let's just put it behind us.
Everyone has their fucking problems.
Everybody has terrible relationships.
I think their relationship was just made too public.
Like, should he lose his career over the terrible relationship they had? No. Anyway, that's our take on Johnny Depp. Back to so there's some things that I don't think they need to take the way to lead actor, and so I don't think that this TV show is necessary.
It's not necessary at all.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? And when the first trailer comes out, we could be like, "Oh, this looks fucking good."
Or maybe when they announce the cast.
But so. I got no interest already.
But like I said, bouncing off what I said earlier, I'm fine that it's coming to Disney Plus, so I'm all for it because either you watch it or you don't, and it's going to be free to us. You just put it on your TV at home one night and see if you like it.
I mean, the fact that it's streaming, it's like, okay, sure. You can't get too bent about it.
Exactly.
It's a free thing being put on your...
And that's why I'm okay with it,
Sure, yeah.
So that's all we have for movie news. Talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Woohoo!
So there's 2 episodes that came out so far since we last did our episode.
Yes.
We'll talk about the first one. What did you like? Well, we can alternate. What you like, what I like, what you like, what I like.
This is exactly... Yeah, we'll just kind of... Our overview of it. Then let's grade each episode. We'll do that.
Yeah, okay.
This show is exactly what I've been wanting since Endgame.
Yeah.
We talked about this before. Spider-Man Far From Home didn't fit the tone what happens after a blip.
Right.
It was too peppy, too happy.
And WandaVision was unique.
It didn't touch on, the world itself.
It wasn't
it was her own mental, it was on her own.
It wasn't your normal MCU content.
Now here we are in the nitty-gritty. Yep. Avengers being Avengers.
Yep.
We got
saving the world.
And we are seeing what life is like after the blip.
Yes.
And it is prevalent in this world right now. It is.
I'll go first with the first episode. What I liked about the first episode is I love seeing Sam Wilson and Bucky's personal life.
Yes.
People say the episode was a little too slow. I disagree. I think it was fine to be slow because I want to see Avengers' personal life.
That's exactly what I wanted to. I want to see what are they when they're not and the suits flying off. You don't spend a whole episode on it. I mean, they spend most of the episode, but it was fine. It was the first episode,
right? And they still had the action scene in the beginning. So.
And it was intriguing. Yeah. It was interesting.
Well, I love how you see Bucky talking to the therapist, and
I love that.
His personal life, how he makes sense. He even went on a date. It didn't go well.
Yeah.
And he's also talking to the old man that he has killed his son.
Yes.
So I just love seeing the personal lives.
So good.
And they even talk about the financials. They even talk about
the financials.
Yeah, because that's something we all wondered.
It's always something you wonder on the side. And that guy said it best. He's like, so what do you guys like? How do you guys make your money and stuff like that? And Falcon's just like, well, when you're an Avenger, it's just a lot of extremely good. It's goodwill. Yeah. It's goodwill when you're doing that stuff.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. But he did say he's under a government contract. He did say that. Yeah. So he does get paid.
I think it's very cool. They mentioned Bucky has a pardon from the president.
Yes.
And I was like, that's very cool because
that's bounced off Civil War because Civil War he was wanted for murder.
And one thing that that has pissed me off about the citizens of the MCU and like just the world in general, I just feel like they give like Sam and Bucky, like there's a few scenes where I feel like they're having too much of a hard time.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, these guys help save the
universe.
Celebrity.
Yeah, exactly.
These two help save the universe.
They get anything they want.
They were in the biggest battle that saved half the universe and came back.
Like, and they won't even approve them for a loan.
They won't even approve them for a loan.
Yeah, like I actually have them written down in my dislikes. Some of the financial parts were a little too unbelievable. Like you have Falcon coming to your bank asking for a loan, and you decline him when he just saved the world.
Thank you.
It's a little.
That was one of the things that's been putting me in a, and it's not a writing thing. I think it's just I guess you put them in this world where I guess it's in the real world. Who knows if maybe that would actually happen if we were all superheroes. I
think they're trying to make the superheroes more real down to earth people,
relatable.
But it just doesn't happen. Because then they walk through these streets like of these like random neighborhoods, and they have kids recognize, oh, that's Falcon, that's Sam.
Yeah.
So, but then he doesn't get approved for a loan.
They got pulled over. Okay, I guess we'll just mix the episodes up. I guess we'll just mix them up, or because
let's wrap up episode 1. We'll go to episode 2.
Wrap up episode 1. Episode 1. But yeah, I mean, episode 1 solid. I thought it was cool. We get a little backs with
the Flag Smashers
with the flashbacks. I mean, Winter Soldier when that scene of him.
Right,
trying to assassinate someone, then kills the Asian kid.
That's the son of
the son of the Asian guy. Because at first I was like, wait, was this the Asian guy from the Captain America movie? Because there was an Asian guy in the movie. I was like, huh.
What did you think of the beginning action scene?
Epic.
I thought it was great.
So sick.
I thought it was really cool.
So sick.
At times it looked a little weird.
Sure.
Did you get that? Like it was like
special effects wise.
Yeah, I mean special effects. I can't even explain it. It looked like it was like too much. It kind of got me dizzy at times. That's what I guess.
Oh, really? Dizzy, huh?
And I talked to a couple of my friends. They said it was a little too much. It was too much to watch.
Yeah,
but, Other than that, I thought it was epic. I thought it was so cool how he took care of everything by himself. Falcon.
Yeah.
Showing how badass he is.
I thought it was interesting that he's
Red Wing.
He's with the military. He's with the military.
Yeah.
I guess that's his job right now. I mean,
yeah. So
because I almost expected him to be with Sword. I thought he was going to be with Sword.
Well, so is this bouncing? So did this mean that they did end up signing the Sokovia Accords?
Right. They don't mention that either.
Yeah.
Because
the
Sokovia Accords was essentially the Avengers are under our control. Like you guys work for us now.
And if he's working with the U.S. government, kind of.
Well, he was always with them, I think, because I think he got the wings from them.
Right, but then he was the one that was anti-Sokovia Accords in Civil War. So that's just something.
Yeah, it's a little maybe diving too deep into it, but the opening
that's
scene
what we do. We dive too deep.
Yeah, dive too deep. Yeah. The opening scene was super dope though.
And then you got the Flag Smashers introduced.
Flag Smashers,
which is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
You already got a dose of the super soldiers.
They're super soldiers.
Which is interesting how they get the serum.
Yeah.
And I thought first
seeing
was fine.
being able to see Bucky kind of explain to his therapist the 3 rules that he has, and then how he's I like that he's I like that they have him do this in the show, how he's trying to clear the air with all his past and stuff like that, which is perfect. It's perfectly done, and I like his little mentions in the therapy scene where he's like, I had a little calm in Wakanda. Right. Like, it's just cool hearing the mentions.
I always like mentions.
I like the little mentions.
I've been a fan of that ever since I was a kid. Anything.
Oh, and also what I mentioned, Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle was in it. Yes,
Rhodey
and it was cool how they were walking the museum and he gave him a shield, which we'll get to John Walker in the end. We'll talk about him.
And if that's the only appearance of War Machine,
that's fine. Yeah.
Perfect.
But he'll be back in it.
He'll be back. I think he will be too. Yeah. But again, if that was it and only it, I think it's like, again, my favorite part of the MCU is all these little mentions and connections.
I will say
the fact that they have him there is beautiful.
I will say, once again, we're skipping ahead to the second episode, but they're dealing with super soldiers and they're talking about like how dangerous of a situation this is.
Yeah.
Ask Don Cheadle, ask War Machine, hey, can you help me out? They're like having a third Avenger may help,
right?
But that's always
give him a call or something.
You give him a call, like, hey, can we use a third Avenger here? That'd be nice.
Again, it's one of those things where it's like, we wish that was explained, but I don't know if it's too much explanation.
It's one of those things.
It is like, why can't they just call War Machine up?
It's that will always be a problem in every movie. Like, where were other Avengers in WandaVision? Like, that was a huge deal. There was a whole city, and
there's no way that wasn't on global news. Yeah. And there's no way that either Sam or Bucky or Rhodey was like, wait, is that Wanda?
Yeah, isn't Doctor Strange supposed to be protecting like the world?
Shouldn't if he has sensed it? Yeah. Again, it's just nerds being nerds.
Yeah. So I also liked how it showed Sam Wilson's nephews and all that.
Cool.
That was awesome.
Hey, he has a sister.
Yeah.
They have a boat.
Yeah.
Family boat. Cool stuff.
So then at the very end, they
here we go.
introduced John Walker, which I loved.
I
don't like him.
Okay.
I love how they did it. Like right away, like no matter how nice of a guy he is, no matter how great of a person he is, he's a villain.
Fuck him.
He's a villain.
Fuck him.
Like he's a villain.
I hate this guy.
I hate him. And that's what they want.
I think what I will say, I do love the addition because now it adds the conflict, and now there's places to go in the story with this guy.
So we can lead this into the second episode.
Okay, here we go. Yeah,
so
we're in the second episode.
First,
we'll grade both of them. We'll grade
everything. Okay. So first thing I will say is the first thing I noticed, John Walker, because the whole beginning of the second episode was basically his introduction, explaining who he is.
Yeah.
He is not a super soldier.
No, he's not.
How does that make any sense?
That pissed me off right off the bat.
How can you throw a freaking shield that hard?
Here's what pissed me off. So, again, it starts off with him in the locker room, and then the great value Sam Wilson walks in, the off-brand sidekick, and then they're having the conversation.
Battlestar,
whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Lamar Hoskins.
Yeah.
And then
and I get we're not supposed to like them, but I don't understand.
Hey, listen, they cast it perfectly because I really don't like them.
They showed a video of him throwing the shield.
Okay,
and it looked like it was like
that's what I was getting at. He doesn't have the super soldier serum, but he's like, I passed every test, and he's like throwing the shield.
He's like, he is a super soldier without the serum. Basically, that's what he is.
I was like, what?
It just like it doesn't make any sense how good he is with the shield and how strong he is without the super soldier. Serum.
Why was that shield like perfectly?
I don't get why they couldn't just give him the super soldier serum.
I think that's okay. Well, I think that's part of his villainy in it. I think towards the end it's gonna end up with him trying to find it. You know how they're
yes. Oh my god! I didn't even think of that. Did you come up with that yourself?
Yeah, this is my little theory.
You're smarter than I thought.
I try. So again, I
like that.
I mean, everyone who saw episode 2 knows what we're talking about.
But I will say quickly, all of our WandaVision theories came trembling down. None of our WandaVision. So this could be wrong because our WandaVision.
This could be wrong. This could be wrong. Everything.
Sucked,
Doctor Strange shows up in Falcon Winter Soldier. But again, so the premise is, I mean, Bucky and so in episode 2, let's dive into it, and then I'm gonna get into that theory a little more.
Yeah.
Bucky and Sam meet up because Bucky sees on TV that this motherfucker has the fucking shield. Like, who is this guy?
He's pissed off because
who's this ugly guy?
Because I wish they even said this line because this is what I was thinking. I wish they said it like. Captain America was not a symbol. He's not like Batman always said. He's a symbol. Captain America is not a symbol. He's Steve Rogers. Captain America is Steve Rogers. There will never be another Captain America. Yeah. So that's and they want you to believe that. So, go ahead.
I mean, okay, he sees him on TV, and then after that, he meets up with Sam in that little airport.
Yeah.
I like the little conversation they have. It's part of the big 3. We get more of a Doctor Strange mention in this show than we do in fucking WandaVision, by the way.
Bucky is really pissed off.
He's pissed.
Because he thought Sam Wilson was disrespectful getting rid of the shield.
As he should be.
Yeah.
This is Captain America's best friend, Bucky, and he just saw Sam Wilson
give it away.
Up.
At least lock it up. Like If Sam Wilson didn't want to hold it, that's fine.
You kind of have to give it to Sam, though. He thought they were just going to put it in a museum.
Yeah.
You do kind of have to give it. They didn't necessarily tell him.
That's being naive. Because, come on, you're dealing with the United States government.
Sure, yeah. And then, they go on the mission. The main mission is that they need to find out where is this serum coming from for the super soldiers.
Yeah.
So I like their little banter when they're in that little warehouse, looking for how many people are there, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then Bucky tries to beat up Red Wing. I will say, what I want to say,
it was pretty...
what this show has done great so far. And we all were expecting it to be great. The chemistry.
Yes.
The chemistry's top notch.
Since going back to Civil War and even Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier,
yeah.
I always thought Sam and Bucky's chemistry was
and
great.
we were just getting little tidbits of it.
Yeah.
Now we're getting it.
And that's why when they first announced this show, I was all for it.
It's gonna
I knew
work.
their chemistry was
it's going to work.
Sebastian Stan's very good, too.
Very good.
He's so good at Bucky.
They're great,
Bucky.
man. Yeah, he's great, man.
He never got the recognition he deserves. I hope the show brings it out.
In my opinion, even the actor himself and the character, very underrated.
Yeah.
Very underrated. Dude.
Which... still, he even answered some rumors about Luke Skywalker. We'll see.
He did talk about that. Mark Hamill, call him.
Yeah.
Call him.
Anyway,
that was the deal.
Yeah, the warehouse scene was pretty cool, and they did have some chemistry. Yeah. They have like this love-hate chemistry, like relationship.
It's great.
It's funny. It's great. Sometimes they seem like they really hate each other.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Which is I also thought it was funny how easily Bucky just went along with Falcon. Falcon was going on the super secret mission.
But you know what?
Bucky just said, "I'm coming along,"
which is great about. I mean, he's the Winter Soldier. He knows he's powerful, and I just love that he's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna come."
And that's what makes you think maybe the Sokovia Accords isn't a thing. You know? Because if he can just do whatever he wants, then
I think in the later episode they mentioned they're free agents. Actually, I think they did mention that.
That's crazy.
I think
I like that aspect. I hope they dive in more into that aspect. I like that aspect of the Avengers. It's pretty cool.
Because, hey, they're Avengers. Don't fuck with them. But okay.
So then we got the chase scene.
The chase scene. So between the warehouse scene and before they got in the trucks, what I liked was. This was like a small detail, but like just seeing Bucky, he was like
that was crazy.
Oh, that was so cool. I was like geeking. I was like, that is awesome. Like,
he chased down the
truck.
Super
Soldier.
That was so cool.
He was it was Captain America vibes.
And he chased it down because they thought there was a hostage.
They thought the hostage was
and
there.
Was I agree with you. That's the first thing I saw. Me and my dad watched together. I looked at that was awesome.
That was cool.
That reminds me of the scene when Black Panther and Captain America ran ahead in Infinity War, which is really cool.
Because what they don't want people to forget is he's a super soldier.
Right.
He's just like Captain America.
Yeah.
Just like Captain America. If anything, he's just a more unloosed. I don't know the word. Like he's just less patriotic Captain America. He's just kind of like a chill ass, a casual Captain America.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what he is.
And I like him a lot. So I thought this whole scene was really cool. The fight on the top of the truck.
Starts.
The surprise. The woman, the hostage, was actually one of the leaders. Mm-hmm. That was awesome, and she kicked him off.
She kicks him off.
And the whole fight was really cool. Seeing them go underneath the truck was awesome.
Super dope. But the banter again. Well, it was when she killed Red Wing.
He's like,
I've always wanted to do that.
I always wanted to do that.
That's so good.
He's subtle. He's funny, but subtle.
Subtle. It's
very
subtle.
subtle.
It's subtle, man.
But then John Walker and Battlestar, they show up, and that pissed me off.
That was annoying.
Like they saved them.
When the shield showed up. It was exciting for me at first. I was like, wait, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to see them in action. I'm like, okay, but when I saw what they were doing, I was just like.
And then it made like, how is he fighting super soldiers?
And here's the craziest thing, right? In this whole fight, the weakest people are Battlestar and the Captain
100%.
America. They're the weakest people
100%.
there.
Like
Hands
Bucky
down.
could destroy John Walker.
He could crush his head.
He
could crush his fucking head.
Perfect way to put it.
He was being nice, if anything, the whole time.
It.
But okay, Battlestar and Captain America show up.
You know what scene I really hated? Yeah. It was towards the end of the fight scene. I'm actually drawing a blank. I think it was Battlestar gets thrown off the truck.
Yeah,
and John Walker throws the shield.
The shield. Spider-Man said this line in Civil War. It does not obey the laws of physics at all.
But like, how can John Walker do that? That's my biggest problem with the show so far. And I hope they explain it. But like, John Walker being able to use the shield the way he does makes no sense.
It's
and it
weird.
makes Steve
How's
Rogers
he master with it.
It makes Steve Rogers look like an idiot because like. If anybody can use the shield in that way, then
right?
How special was Steve Rogers?
Great point.
And
great point.
I just hated that way he threw it underneath the guy and it saved him, and then he like skidded away.
Yeah.
But then he did get his ass kicked, which is awesome.
I didn't like how cocky they were, because when he did that, there was a scene where Battlestar gave him like a thumbs up. He's like, yeah, and he's like.
Yeah,
and then he gets up. He's like, "You made a big mistake."
Because
he
was trying to act like Captain America.
But like, he's staring at 4 fucking super soldiers.
Oh,
like, dude,
I did like that part. He got his ass kicked.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Without his shield, he's nobody.
And then it transitions to a great scene. Bucky and Sam are walking.
They're walking,
and their truck pulls up. Their truck pulls up, and they ignore them at first. I'm like, and then they get in.
Yeah.
And they get in, and then. He's trying to persuade them,
and you could see it in Bucky's eyes how much he hates John Walker.
Great scene, by the way,
and Sam Wilson too.
Great scene, the conversation between all 4 of them.
Yeah,
and then the reaction when he's like, I need a little more than Lamar Hoskins. He's like, it's Battlestar.
Yeah,
and then Bucky's like, I'm out. Listen, Sebastian Stan is doing a great way. Just the delivery of his line. She's like, Battlestar. Stop the truck. So good.
And I love when Sam Wilson leaves.
Yeah.
And John Walker says, Captain America needs his wingman.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh fuck. Dude, F off, bro.
That's like Batman going to Robin and be like, Batman always needs a sidekick. Robin.
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
Do you think Robin's going to like...
And Falcon said, he's like, it's always that last line.
It's always that last line.
What are you doing?
Like, that's not going to help his cause.
And you know what? Again, they cast it perfectly because they have very hateable faces, too.
Yeah.
You just want to punch him.
Yeah. So, how does that...
Oh, but what else I don't like, what Battlestar said, he was like, until we showed up, you guys were getting your asses kicked.
Yeah.
How about, again, he said he respected them. You don't really respect them if you're talking stuff like that.
Let's go 2-on-2.
Yo, let's fight right now. Yo, that's what I'm saying.
Go 2-on-2. Yo,
go 2-on-2, bro.
Yeah.
I dare you. I dare you.
Yeah, so what am I missing? Baron Zemo.
Well, that's towards the end.
Are we getting towards the end?
Well, we're getting towards the end. They had a whole scene. Well, here, this scene we won't dive into.
Go ahead.
I'll be honest, this scene I didn't like too much because I didn't get it. He took him to see Isaiah, that guy in Baltimore, Maryland.
That's right.
Because he told Sam, "There's something you need to see."
Well,
and the guy supposedly this character, this guy was a super soldier back in the day that fought Bucky when he was a Winter Soldier
and ripped his arm, his arm
ripped
off?
a piece of the arm off. I guess.
Cool. I mean, I don't mind that.
I don't mind the backstory.
Like
I just didn't get the placement of it. I don't get why he told Sam, "I need to show you something." Why? Because he was just a black guy?
Well, no. So
relatable.
Here's what the story was: is they knew they're dealing with super soldiers now.
Yeah.
They needed to go talk to a super soldier. Remember, he even
said
maybe
he would have had some information.
He said, "There's more of us now," and he's like, "Us." And he's like, "Us," and he flipped out.
I guess okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I guess I get it. It just I don't know. For me, I think maybe I need to rewatch it. It just felt a little odd.
It did.
It felt just out of nowhere.
It felt
for me.
rushed.
The scene was interesting too. Okay, which leads up to another quick scene after they meet him. Part of me was like the cops pulled up and they're looking at Sam like,
where'd they come from?
Cop. This was interesting. This all of this was interesting. They pulled up and they look at Sam immediately. Where's your ID?
Yeah.
And I'm glad one cop came to his fucking senses and was like, That's the Falcon. That's the Falcon. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't recognize you at the goggles." Part of me was like, "Why are?" I'm almost curious. It'll be fascinating if they're touching up on, I don't know, just the topic of racism. I don't know if you were getting that vibe. It's the shower.
Oh,
man. The shower's right on the other side of the
just making
wall.
sure I'm not doing anything. Yeah.
I wonder if they're just touching on the topic.
I think they are.
I think it's a good message to get out there too.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was just a very interesting to see them stop the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Well, they touched on racism in the first episode when they were trying to get the loan, and she makes a comment like, we like what she say? You knew you weren't going to help us out.
That is a great point. She did mention that too. And I think this is what a great way to get a message out. With this show. I mean, because you got...
Well, it shows you the hardships of a black family, like what they're going through.
Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's a great point to make across.
But then after that scene, Bucky gets arrested because he missed his therapy session. The therapy session was funny.
That was awesome.
That was funny.
That was awesome.
She's again, the chemistry knocks it out the park in this thing. But we got to wrap it up because Zack Snyder cut. I
like the Doctor too, but yeah, we are
Doctor too.
Pushing it, yeah.
What's it called? But yeah. Pretty much wraps up.
Once again, John Walker's acting like an asshole, and then he makes a threat. He makes a threat. He's like, if you're not going to be with me, then stay out of my way.
How about you stay out of their way?
Yeah, exactly.
How about you stay out of their way, John Walker?
Yeah,
the most hated person right now. I feel like.
And then the end, they're like, we need Baron Zemo because why again? They need the information on Hydra.
I guess so.
Yeah, that part didn't make it clear, but they'll probably dive into that next episode.
Yeah.
And then they show him in prison. Which
show
is
him in prison,
cool.
yeah.
Which we know, according to the trailer, he escapes.
I guess so, but
we see him with his classic purple mask.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see him with the purple mask.
So we're trying to speed it up because we're trying to get the Justice League.
First episode, the grades A to F. What do you give?
I'll give first episode B-, second episode B+.
Really?
Yeah.
I would give first episode a B+, second episode a A-.
Okay. Your grade's a little too high. That's okay.
I like the second one a lot.
A little too high. Because what's the next 4 episodes going to be then? A+++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++ me. But anyway, really quickly, John Walker, like him or not?
I hate him.
Hate him. What do you think? Do you think he survives this show? Do you think
no?
And by survives?
And to go back to my theory, God, we're talking about.
Will he be the end villain?
Yes, and I think he's gonna be the final boss battle. Because again, going back to my theory, I think there's a text that the girl gets. It's unknown. The text says, "Oh my god, what?" It said something like, "Oh, you took something that was mine. Now I'm coming to get you."
Yeah.
My theory is I think that's John Walker because he wants the serum so he can prove himself to be Captain America.
Genius.
Boom.
Genius.
I think it's him.
Genius.
I think it's him.
He wants to the serum.
I think him and even Battlestar.
And then a Falcon Captain America fight at the end. Oh,
I think that's why they hacked Red Wing to look for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Well, we also know. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
We also know that Falcon gets the shield at some point.
We do know that.
Trailer. Yeah, which sometimes I hate trailers because they do spoil that, you know. But
right.
He does get he does practice with it. But yeah, I love that theory. That's a great theory. I think John Walker will be a villain.
I think he's gonna be the final boss battle,
and that makes sense.
And I can't wait to see him die.
He'll probably take the serum.
I can't wait to see him die.
He'll probably take the serum, right?
It'll
be a Bucky and Falcon fight against him, and maybe even Battlestar.
Maybe even Battlestar gets it too.
That'd be awesome.
Ooh.
Bucky versus John Walker, Battlestar versus Falcon.
Kill him.
Give me it.
Get him and kill him. I can't wait to see these guys die.
B-, B+, B+, A-. Okay. Zack Snyder.
All right, so that's the Falcon stuff. Now let's get.
What time are we at?
We're at 49 minutes.
Okay,
if we can even cover this in the 10 minutes, we'll be good.
All right,
let's hit an hour.
Zack Snyder. All right, let me pull it up. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That went well.
I think it went well.
That went well.
We're not rushing this for you guys, right? No. Leave comments down below. Let us know. You know what you guys think.
So we're not going to go through all 4 hours.
No, absolutely not.
Let's just go briefly over.
A quick overview. Just a quick overview
of what you liked, what I liked, what you disliked, what I disliked. Okay.
You know what's a weird thing I'm going to point out that honestly is one of my favorite things about this movie?
Yeah.
The score.
Okay.
The score
was great.
It was tremendously better.
The score was very good
than the Danny Elfman one because Junkie XL came in to score it, and I know it's a weird thing to start off on, but for me, like I was listening to it before we even got here.
That's a great point.
The score was just great. They brought the Man of Steel theme back.
Scores can make a movie.
Whenever they can. Yeah. And as you can see in this one,
and I think Interstellar is a perfect example. Hans Zimmer made that movie.
Exactly. As you can see in this one. Again, it wasn't the only improvement, but it was one of the biggest improvements was the score.
Yes.
The music can make the movie, and for me what it was hearing the Man of Steel theme back. When I first watched the Joss Whedon Justice League, I thought it was a fun little gimmick because they added in this John Williams stuff and then the Danny Elfman Batman theme, and I was like, okay, that's a little fun, but it doesn't make sense because it doesn't work for these tones.
Right.
But no, they brought back the grittiness a little bit with the tones and with this one and with the themes. And
I 100% agree. I agree with everything
beautiful.
You're saying. Yeah,
the score was
very
beautiful.
Good score, and it helped out a lot. With the movie. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, in a nutshell, too. I mean, this movie, what I liked, it just gave everything context.
Yes.
It
was the final piece that like put it all together.
The Whedon Cut was just a puzzle that was just not finished.
Yeah.
It was like, what are we looking at?
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
It's
like so many missing pieces.
There were so many missing pieces, and I feel like Zack Snyder didn't fill all of them, but filled most of them. And there's a couple missing pieces, but that's how movies are. This did its best as could. So the score was great. I want to say something real quick. Very minor, but I loved it. They gave Steppenwolf they gave him a reason.
Yes.
They gave him a reason.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes. I am so glad. Yeah. The best thing you can do for a villain is
why is he doing this?
Why are they doing it? And if you were in their shoes, would you do the same?
Right.
Kind of are they justified?
Yes.
In their position.
And
that's the best thing you can do for a villain.
Joss Whedon's did not tell us why was Steppenwolf doing it?
Why was he just going to say, "Mother, I need the mother boxes," or something. This one, he wants to be accepted by Darkseid again. He wants to come back home.
Yeah, so in the past, he failed. Darkseid basically, he hates him. He's like, screw you. Now he wants to get back on his good side, and I love that they talked about that because we needed that. We needed the reason of the villain why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
So that's one of the small things I loved about that.
And he looked even better too.
He looked very good.
Extremely better.
He looked very. I think everybody looked better.
Someone put a picture up, a meme. I thought it was hysterical. The boss battle when you fight him, and like it was a picture of the Zack Snyder Steppenwolf, and then when you unlock him as a playable character, and then it was the Joss Whedon one, and it was so accurate. It was just so accurate.
I think everybody looked better from Superman's mustache,
everything.
Superman's mustache to Steppenwolf.
I don't even think they had any scenes with the reshot. I think
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they got rid of it.
Yeah,
because why would we need that?
You didn't fucking need the reshoots.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's
the way
why
it starts. Okay, well, even the way it starts off is so much better than the Whedon cut. The Whedon cut starts off with that cell phone footage of Superman.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this one starts off with him getting stabbed by Doomsday, and the yell, how it echoed
awesome.
throughout the whole DC world and stuff like that. You know, everyone's hearing it. Well done on that end. So many scenes were fixed, like the Wonder Woman scene in the beginning when she has to save all those people.
Yeah.
Again, gave it context.
Well, I thought the whole battle scene in the beginning was fixed. You know.
Yeah.
That was way better. They gave us way more. You know. I will say this: my biggest difference, and I talked about this before we started. My biggest plus for the Zack Snyder compared to Joss Whedon is Cyborg's story arc.
Oh yeah,
we got a beautiful story arc. It was so good.
My dad was a big fan of that too. Like even because he saw it before me, and even beforehand, he sat down and before I saw it, and he was like, the cyborg stuff is great. He was like he should get his own movie.
After the Joss Whedon one, I said, he's kind of a useless character. He sucked.
Yeah.
Cyborg sucked in the original Justice League, and the Zack Snyder one. He was one of my favorite characters in the entire movie. He was amazing from beginning to end.
Right,
he was awesome, and I want more of him. I actually want more of a Cyborg, and I never thought I would say that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Great. It fleshed out all the characters perfectly.
Yeah.
Even the Flash was tremendously improved.
Well, he had one of the biggest scenes in the
entire movie. One of the biggest scenes.
He saved everybody.
The dude saved.
He saved the world.
Why would you cut that from the original cut?
It makes no sense.
There was a lot of. You know what? Let's go through that real quick. Like, okay, that was one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
There was a lot of scenes where you're just like, why was this cut? Why was this cut? God, like, okay, just when they had that final battle, I was telling Michael beforehand, the final battle, the Batmobile had the scene was extended and it was so amazing.
Cool. It was so cool.
It didn't have that weird orange filter in the sky.
Yeah, I know.
And
there were so many subtle differences too.
Oh, and there was a money shot. This was one of the shots where I was like, why the fuck was this cut too? When the Batmobile is going and then they come in to save Batman because he's being taken over by the parademons.
Yeah.
Remember the shot where the Batmobile is driving and then all four of them.
One of my favorite shots.
Oh. And then the music kind of like does like a.
To me, that's Zack Snyder.
That was Zack Snyder.
That's Zack Snyder, and he has a talent. Even though I hated Batman vs Superman, I admit that he has a talent.
Oh yeah, you got to know. Yeah, of course.
And it shows in this
shots like that where you see all the heroes in one.
One of my favorite scenes in the entire movie was when Superman came back in the end.
Oh yes,
that was one of my favorite scenes. Yeah. I mean, that was it's just the ending was amazing.
What they did with the ending was great too because. With the Whedon cut, it was like Superman's here, the rest of you are useless.
Yeah.
This one was everyone has their part to do.
They jumped him.
Everyone,
they
jumped the fuck out of him.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And
and the black suit was a great touch for Superman.
It was good. It worked.
I loved it.
It worked.
I liked it a lot.
It worked. It worked.
I like how it just was way more dark when he came back. Way
more dark.
Like when he came back. But I just thought the whole ending fight scene was way better. The whole battle scene at the end was way better.
So much better.
Yeah.
God, what else was there to touch on? There's just so much in the 4 hours.
There's so much.
There's so much.
I would say some things I disliked.
Okay, go for it. Go.
I want to say what you said. I'm still not a fan of Ezra Miller's Flash.
I'm not. No. I'm not. I still wish that they picked someone else.
I just don't. I
don't
like him. I just don't like him.
Too quirky and goofy.
Too much forced humor.
Yeah,
too much forced humor. I still really don't like Lois Lane.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like she's forced as well. I feel like she's useless. She's only there because, like, I guess that's always been Lois Lane, but Superman's love interest. Other than that, she brings nothing to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe. I'll bring up right here real quick. Martian Manhunter.
I was just about that's exactly what I was about to get into.
I did not like the way he looked.
Oh, you didn't like the way he looked?
I didn't like the way he looked, yeah.
You know what I will say?
But I do love the scene. I love the scene.
Oh, hang on.
I just don't like the way he looked.
There's two scenes. Which scene? Do you like both?
I like both, yeah.
I don't like the first one.
You know what? That was forced. Like, okay, yeah, I agree with you. Because when he was Martha, you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you understood it more than I did. Why was he there talking?
That's the point.
That
kind of reminds me.
I feel like
that's like a scene that you would see in the Joss Whedon cut. Like, they don't explain it, you know?
It felt like Zack Snyder was like, people want to see Martian Manhunter. How can I fit
then where was he the entire time?
That's the thing.
Like, where was he the entire time?
Okay.
Like, why couldn't they just have him at the end come down and talk to Bruce Wayne? Why did he have to be there before that? You know?
I didn't like. Yeah, well, okay. I like the scene at the end. I like the way he looked. I will say that.
See, I didn't like the way he looked.
I mean, he was alien-like.
He was alien-like. I just expected different. But maybe. But that's me being too picky. Like it's nothing to be too upset about.
What I thought was funny about his appearance in the end, it essentially was. He made it sound very fancy because he's Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
But essentially was, I got you next time, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And even Bruce Wayne was like, huh? They could have fucking used you in the battle. What was he doing during the Steppenwolf battle? Scratching his alien nuts?
Yeah.
Like, what were you doing there? But again, I don't understand. I thought it was cool that he showed up. When I saw it, I freaked out. I was like, whoa, Martian Manhunter.
I called it, by the way, in our last episode, or maybe 2 episodes ago, we talked about what Zack Snyder said. There's a crazy appearance at the end.
Oh, yeah.
You said Green Lantern.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Green. But did you hear?
They had Green Lantern in it, and they cut it.
What was fascinating was, so I'm like half right, but you were fully right.
Yeah.
What's it called? He said in an article, Zack Snyder, and this is something that upsets me so much, because Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter should have just been in the movie.
Which there was a version of Green Lantern in the movie, by the way, which is pretty cool.
Oh, there was a version, which was cool to see that appearance.
Yeah, it was cool.
There was this whole thing. He released this article. He said. And we'll get to this scene too, when he filmed Jared Leto and Batman scene.
Yeah, we'll get
during COVID. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh, yeah,
but real quick. He did say WB told him, don't film anything new. Just take what you had and put it in the movie. Mm-hmm. He said, he pretty much said, F that. I'm going to film some stuff. He said in an article, he filmed a Green Lantern scene, and it was Jon Stewart. He filmed it in his backyard. And instead of Martian Manhunter, it was supposed to be Green Lantern coming down.
That's awesome.
And it was supposed to be Jon Stewart. He didn't reveal the actor, though, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a bunch of rights and legal stuff. Of course, he'll get in trouble saying who it is. And I'm sure the actor himself will get in trouble, too. But it kind of gave me goosebumps. He said he had an actor there in a Green Lantern suit, and it was in the role of Martian Manhunter.
Do you have an actor you hope it was?
Ooh.
My answer is going to surprise a lot of people.
Actually, before I saw him in Suicide Squad, I was hoping it was going to be Idris Elba.
That's my answer.
But he's in Suicide Squad now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And they're in the same universe. That was the only reason I wouldn't say so.
Listen to this.
Okay.
What about Ryan Reynolds?
No.
Well, no, listen.
No.
X-Men Origins Wolverine had Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, one of the worst characters of all time. 7 years later, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, one of the best characters of all time. It can happen. They can fix it.
No. No. Well, here's the thing. Okay. If he...
No, I'm agree with you. I don't want Ryan Reynolds.
There's actually two main
I'm just
reasons.
busting your stones. I don't want
There's two
Ryan
or three
Reynolds.
big reasons, actually. We'll quick for Ryan Reynolds. One thing, he's already Deadpool. He gave us the great version of Deadpool, and he is that already. Don't bring him to DC anymore. Listen, he's Deadpool now. He's Deadpool. But let's say that wasn't the case, right? I still just think Ryan Reynolds himself is too much of a pretty boy to be Hal Jordan.
Well,
that's just me.
That's one of my arguments with Michael B. Jordan, which I saw. There's a rumor out there it could be Michael B. Jordan.
Nah,
he's too pretty.
I don't like to. That's the thing.
Well, I guess they all are pretty. Like, look, you got Gal Gadot,
I want
Ben
someone
Affleck.
with a little more grit. I don't know if that makes sense. You need to have a little more grit to it.
And Michael B. Jordan was in that terrible Fantastic Four movie.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know who I would want.
Yeah.
There was rumors of Tyrese Gibson. What would your thoughts be on that? If he was agreeing on that?
No, I'm sorry, Tyrese Gibson.
I don't know who I would pick. Tenet guy, John David Washington wouldn't be too bad.
I like John David Washington.
Yeah, now we're just getting to Green Lantern fan castings.
Yeah.
But
this is what we do.
This is what we do. We're just geeks.
When you film our discussions, this was the outcome is.
That was just something that I thought was fascinating. The fact that there is footage out there of a Green Lantern in Justice League,
cool.
But WB said they got mad at him. They said
cool.
no. They told him cut it. They met him in the middle and said put Martian Manhunter there.
So we got a little bit more to get to. We both agree. The first scene with Martian Manhunter was stupid.
Yeah,
second scene was great. You thought he looked cool. I didn't think he looked that great.
Yeah.
But I still loved the scene.
Yeah.
I hated.
Okay,
absolutely
here we go.
Listen, okay. I actually liked the apocalypse scenes where I don't know what would you call them, like a flash forward?
Nightmare. They call them Nightmare.
The Nightmare World.
The Nightmare World.
I actually like those scenes. Okay, I like the first one where they showed like Wonder Woman dead and they were burning her body, and they showed Superman being like dark. I didn't mind those scenes. I liked that scene.
Yeah,
and I liked the last one, and I liked how like Superman had a machine gun like that. Batman had a machine gun.
It was dope.
It was pretty cool.
But the Joker
ruined it all. Like that was so stupid. And how long did they talk for?
Yeah,
that was so long. And I just hate Jared Leto's Joker. I hate it.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm sorry, I hate it.
This scene was forced.
It was forced.
And it was one of the scenes he filmed during COVID. Yeah. It was one of the new ones he filmed. I think this was Zack Snyder. I think listen, Zack Snyder, you didn't have to film this. This didn't have to be in the movie.
I hated Jared Leto's laugh as the Joker.
So it's like he's dying or something.
I'm sorry. I hated the conversation between Batman and the Joker. I hated it.
They're not getting... You know what it is? It's not Jared Leto's fault. It's what they're telling him to do. I think you can... Jared Leto... I think... Because I agree with it wasn't even this version. I think this was better than the Suicide Squad version.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't good. Jared Leto can do it. I know he can. I can see it. There's a vision in my head where there's a Jared Leto Joker out there that can be good. But they're not getting it right. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. And it just felt forced. Like, actually, here's the way I look at it. I'd rather that conversation between the Joker and Batman be in a different scene altogether than having it in a different separate nightmare, because he's sitting there telling the Joker, he says, "When I kill you, and don't get me wrong, I will fucking kill you." Like, that was a great line.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's like an apocalypse. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Why are you guys out in the open? What was the mission there?
Yeah, like you're saying this in
these
your
are the only survivors left.
Like that's a great line. Don't get me wrong, but you're dreaming it. You know. Like,
why? You know what? Like, why are Batman and Joker still alive in this world? They're humans.
And here's the thing:
even Deathstroke.
If Batman really we all know in this version of Batman kills.
Yeah.
He kills. Why
haven't you killed the Joker yet, bro?
Like, I will kill you. Don't get me wrong. I will fucking kill you. Well, guess what? There's an apocalypse going around. It's the end of the world, and he's still alive. So, obviously you're not going to kill him. It's not happening.
Why it felt forced to, and again, as you can all see, I am pro Ben Affleck. I almost I hope. I'm not, you know what? I'm not even restore the Snyderverse. I'm restore the Batman film he was going to make. Yeah. Whatever. Restore the Ben Affleck Batman movie. That's what I want. F the Snyderverse. I don't even care. I want this Batman movie because it was going to get him and Deathstroke. And that movie is where we should have seen him and Joker interact, where it could have been more fleshed out. This scene just felt like, oh, we never saw these two together, and we're never going to be able to see them again because Ben Affleck doesn't want to do it anymore. So he probably just made a call to Ben saying, "Can you come in and film this? Because I just think it'll be cool." And they're buddies, so of course he's going to come in and do it. But
I think Ben Affleck's out.
I don't want him to be out. I
will say this. I hated him in Batman vs. Superman.
Crazy, man.
Now, watching Snyder Cut, he's not the problem with the DCU. Ben Affleck. He's not the problem.
WB is.
Is he... Do I like him? No. But do I think he's the problem of Batman? I think he can still be a good Batman.
Yeah.
I still don't like how he's written. He's not my Batman. He would never be my Batman. My Batman does not kill. My Batman does not use guns. My Batman is not like that. That's not my Batman.
Yeah.
That being said, I would watch a Ben Affleck solo Batman movie. Mm-hmm. I would. He's not the problem. There's way more problems than him.
Yeah. But I just wish we were going to get it, man. We live in a world where we're not going to get it.
I will say Jared Leto's a joke. I hate him. He's playing the Joker. He's a joke. I just don't like it. I love Jared Leto. I like
you know
like in the little things. I think he was great in that. He has a great Academy Award for the Dallas Buyers Club, which is phenomenal. Like, he's a good actor. He sucks at the Joker.
You know what it was? I think the main thing for me, but I think I'm more willing to accept. I think I was a little accepting to it. I just don't like the way he looked. They can't get his look right. I think that's my main thing.
They can't get his laugh right.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's more visual for me. Because the Suicide Squad version, I didn't like all the tattoos.
He looks like a bitch.
And
he looks like a bitch.
You know, he had his long hair, and why was he wearing this gown? I just like...
And also...
It's just the look.
Also,
just a look.
The worst thing that could happen to Jared Leto was Joaquin Phoenix coming out and having a masterful performance.
Yeah, and now...
winning an Oscar.
Now it's like, are you trying too hard now?
He won an Oscar for the Joker.
Oscar for it.
And now he just makes Jared Leto look like nothing.
Yeah.
And that sucks for Jared Leto, but at the same time, I just hate Jared Leto's Joker.
Right.
I just do.
Oh my God! But Snyder Cut. I mean, what else do we gotta dive into? I mean,
I still think there was problems with it. I don't think it was a perfect.
It's not the perfect movie.
No, there were still problems. I
think you know what it was. I mean, again, we're all just going off the hype because the Whedon cut was just so fucking bad. You know?
And let's talk about this. So, what is the canon version?
They said it's the Whedon one. They said this. It's sad too. It's sad.
So where are we with the DC universe?
It's sad. That's the thing. We don't know.
Dead. It's
which
dead.
is why the hashtag now people are trying to start the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse because they're thinking, oh, if the Zack Snyder cut thing worked, this will work.
So Martian Manhunter doesn't exist.
That's the thing. We got all this good shit in this movie, and it's not going to go anywhere. Here's what I told people: the two biggest flaws of this movie, it wasn't in theaters for us to watch this in,
and it's not canon.
And it's not in canon.
Yeah,
that is two of the big. There's not going to be any sequel to the Zack Snyder cut. Yeah. There's no sequel, unfortunately, everybody.
Which I would actually be all for. I can't believe I'm saying this because this is not my type of thing, but I would be all for a nightmare movie by Zack Snyder. Would you be for that?
Yeah,
like a non-canon like spin-off.
If he do, like you're talking like Batman leads him, or
like
leads the crew,
the nightmare world that Batman is dreaming about, like a version of that, but a movie.
Okay, all right. This is where I go back to they should have followed MCU's formula a little bit. That nightmare thing we're seeing, we should have seen this in Phase 4 of what the DC thing was. This DC in the Zack Snyder cut, as good as it is, as good as the Zack Snyder cut is, I still will kind of dislike it a little bit because I still feel like we shouldn't have seen in my opinion, we shouldn't have seen Darkseid yet.
Well, in the end, without a doubt in my mind,
and we're never going to see him again.
The DCU will always be the most rushed movie series.
Most rushed.
It was so rushed. And that was his downfall in the end. It was his complete downfall. I still think we should have got, before Batman vs. Superman, we should have got Man of Steel, which we did. And then we should have got a Ben Affleck Batman solo film. And then that led into Batman vs. Superman. Because
you should have had us flesh out Batman a little bit.
Why? We didn't even know Ben Affleck's Batman yet.
Listen,
and he was fighting Superman.
King Kong and Godzilla did it right.
Yes. Yes.
They did it better than DC did.
You're right.
They did it better than DC did.
Yeah.
Godzilla even got a sequel before the team up.
We don't even know Ezra Miller's Flash too well, like before Justice League.
You should have gave us the single.
Cyborg.
I will say this every day till the day I die until it gets fixed or however it should get fixed. DC should have done single movie, team up
almost
movie.
Like Iron Man,
exactly,
Captain
like
America,
exactly
Thor,
like that.
And then the Avengers, the Hulk, and then the Avengers.
It should have been Man of Steel, the Batman. Okay, then
Cyborg.
Man of Steel, Batman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, the Flash movie.
I even have. How about this? If you don't want to do that many movies, have a movie Cyborg and the Flash, where it's just the two of them. Like it's a movie just the two of them.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
because they're like side characters.
And then
anyway.
there was rumors, and I think they should still do this. A movie called The Green Lantern Corps, where Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan are there.
Yeah.
Put them on what? The build-up was awful.
Give us a Martian Manhunter movie.
Give us the Martian Manhunter movie,
like
man.
where he came from and who he is.
No. Let's rush it.
We're in a bad spot with DC, and as much as I like Zack Snyder,
Black Adam.
as much as I like Zack Snyder, it actually, if you think about it, it hurt the DC universe even more because it's like what could have been.
Right,
it's like what could have been.
Right.
And now we have the
shitty
universe.
If anything,
like Wonder Woman, like Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Terrible movie.
Garbage.
Terrible movie. Terrible movie. Hate that movie. That movie was just, oh my god.
It was bad, dude.
Alistair.
It was bad, man. And
oh man.
It's just like I'm actually depressed because
Okay, here we go. Let's give our grades for the Zack Snyder Cut.
Zack Snyder film.
Oh, let me think real quick. Oh yeah. Hey, okay, give yours.
Joss Whedon original Justice League. I actually already graded it a long time ago. It was a D+ for me.
D+.
Zack Snyder B.
You're giving it a B? B- or B+? Just a B.
Just a B.
You know what?
Just a B.
You know, I don't know. People might be shocked by this. C+.
Really?
I'm gonna bring it down a grade lower than you.
Okay.
I liked it, but I don't know. I think B may be too generous for this movie.
If it was canon, would you give it a B?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, there you go.
But it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. So part of me is like, I'll give
There's
it
no
a C.
sequel coming.
I'll give this a C. I'll give
it's
it
like
a C.
Where
I
it
think
left
B's
off,
too generous for
where
it.
it left off with Martian Manhunter and where all the superheroes were. It's like
you blue balled the hell out of this.
There's nothing left. Like, that's it.
Now
that's
what?
It.
Now what?
Now what?
You blew it. Yeah. Unless this hashtag that is going viral right now does the trick, which I don't think it will.
Yeah.
I think WB right now is like, no, you got your candy. We gave you the treat.
You know what else is being a petition to? Retcon the Star Wars trilogy. That's never going to happen. It's just things are never going to happen. Fans don't get what they want. We don't get what happens.
You got to live with it, everybody.
I guess we can all be sad together. The DC universe is in a bad spot, but at least we have.
I'm still staying optimistic for my Ben
Here's
Affleck
Here's how bad DC universe is right now. They're making a Robert Pattinson solo Batman film. Think about that. Like, think about Marvel coming out right now and making a Iron Man solo film that's not in the Marvel universe. They would never do that.
Yes. Someone made a good point. Oh, I forget what I read online, but again, just because I can't think about it right now. But it's just like imagine Marvel doing what they're doing right now. It wouldn't make sense,
like,
right?
Even with Spider-Man, where they actually have a good reason to do it. For example, so Spider-Man's in the MCU.
Yeah.
Sony could definitely come out one day and be like, "We're making our own Spider-Man,"
yeah.
but they know they can't do that because the Spider-Man in the MCU is so big and so he's an icon.
Yeah.
So they can't have a rival. But Robert Pattinson and that Batman film knows that they have no competition. They don't have any competition. Look how the Joker Joaquin Phoenix film did.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
It's great. It's just there's no plan. That's what the problem is. I think it's a bunch of executives at WB sitting around a table being like, So
besides Shazam 2 and Black Adam, what else is scheduled? Aquaman 2?
DC wise, Aquaman 2. Okay. The Flash is still apparently
sorry.
The Flash is apparently still in the works.
I'm sorry, Suicide. Listen, he's a millionaire.
The next thing in the DC universe is Suicide Squad. That is the next thing we got coming up. And
that doesn't even look good.
I'm staying optimistic, guys. I'm staying optimistic here. I like the DC characters. They're better than Marvel, but the movies suck.
Where is the Joker in the canon? Is he in prison?
I don't know. Given the reach around.
Because where's Harley Quinn? Like, didn't he try to kill Harley Quinn?
Yeah. Oh. I don't think this is an official sequel to the other Suicide Squad. I don't think it is. I think it was them.
So that didn't even happen?
Yeah. Again, we don't know for a fact though.
No, it had to happen. It had to happen. Viola Davis and Joel Kinnaman are reprising their roles.
You can always retcon what they did.
Oh,
you can always retcon.
God,
James Gunn could always Gunn could always retcon what happened in those movies.
You gotta admit that's a joke.
It's just messy. It's just really messy.
You can't make a movie.
It's messy.
And I'm being a hypocrite because I want them, Star Wars, to do this. But you can't make a movie. You can't make a movie and just say it never happened. Like, if it's bad, you have to live with it. Okay? And I know I hate that I'm saying that because I want them to retcon the trilogy of Star Wars, so trilogy? That's a complete hypocrite move. But you make Suicide Squad and you're making a sequel with the same characters and the same actors.
Yeah, is DC just digging their grave even more by doing that too? Right?
They're going to confuse the hell out of people. Yeah. If this is not a sequel,
if anything, that's just one of the big questions going right now. Is like, is this a sequel or is this a retcon or remake? Is this even in the DC universe?
Where's Shazam?
He just Why the fuck is he not?
Where is he? There's so many. I'm just keeping thinking more and more things. It's just like,
because hey, you got a great movie out of Shazam,
and like I don't want to sound like a Marvel fanboy, but I love DC.
Movie wise, again, I love the DC characters. In my opinion, are so much better than the Marvel, but their movies are just so trash, and it's all over the place.
It's not even the movies are bad; just the movie series is bad. It's so confusing.
It's just confusing.
Yeah.
I like just be like Marvel.
Well, at least we have the Zack Snyder cut to enjoy.
It's here
on its own.
Yeah,
on its own.
You're never getting that sequel, kids.
There's a black and white version coming out.
That's dumb.
That's stupid.
I'm sorry, that's so dumb.
Who's gonna watch it again in black and white?
You know, I saw there's an article on Facebook. I saw comments. Comments are being like, "Yes, the way it was supposed to be seen."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Do you think you're some sort of like Shakespeare artist if you think you want to see this in black and white?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just gonna annoy me more if I see it in black and white. Yeah. It's stupid.
Also, for a 4-hour movie, I loved it. Justice League was great. I gave it a B. I'll never watch it again. It's 4 hours long. Like maybe I'll watch scenes again.
I'm never gonna watch it fully again.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'll fast forward to scenes I want to see, but I'm never gonna watch it fully again. Nope.
Yep. So DC Universe in a bad spot, but I love your background, dude.
It's a new little the late night
great.
vibes.
You got the
night vibes.
Don't hate me, but that is definitely a storm
clone trooper, man. God,
I get them mixed up all the time.
It's a clone trooper, man.
Oh yeah, that's
you guys can't
obvious.
see it on camera, but there's
that's obvious a clone trooper.
The visor, dude. Get it together, man. You got to get together. But yeah, this is what the studio is now. I know a lot of people always see it getting changed, but this is what it is. Those 3 chairs stay in there.
And that's not C-3PO.
That is TC something. I actually don't know now. I forget.
Okay.
TC something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we got a lot of set props here. This is what the set is now for both podcasts. And
this is a fun episode.
It's fun. It was a fun episode. The next one will be a Godzilla versus Kong review, and we might have our very first guest on.
Yes, possibly.
Possibly.
Yes.
I'm sure he'll want to hop on.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll be fun.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be good. James. All right. Yeah, but
So we got Godzilla Kong coming, and then we also have episode 3 of
Falcon Winter Soldier. It's gonna be good. Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Yep, it was a fun.
Follow us on Twitter. At YFN
So I will say I haven't been too active on Twitter. It's been very busy. I will be active again starting probably tonight, tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I'll be posting movie news constantly again.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to get this episode out as soon as I can.
I've just been going through some stuff the past 2 weeks. Like March Madness has been crazy.
Things are busy,
I've been helping my family.
There's a lot going on.
Starting tomorrow, I'll be active on Twitter again. You get all the movie news on there. So.
Yep, and I will try to again keep the Instagram up to date as much as possible.
I'll try to send you some.
More people are seeing it. I mean, we'll get a few.
I'll try to send you some news so you can post on Instagram.
Yeah, whatever we see, we'll share news. Whatever ends up popping up. But yeah, follow us on our Twitter and Instagram at YFN Movie Critics. Yep. And hey, we're gonna try to post these as much as we can. Everybody, bear with us.
Yes.
But yeah, this has been your friendly neighborhood movie critics. And remember, with great power
comes great movies.
Wow, we're so good. Yeah. Wow, we didn't
love the suit, by the way. And,
hey, listen, Ben Affleck movie better be popping.
Ben Affleck's out.
Ben Affleck is Batman. Bring it back.
No more Ben.
Hashtag restore the Ben Affleck movie.
No more What's Ben?
Batfleck.
Batfleck. No more Batfleck. He's
more
done.
Batfleck.
He's done.
More Batfleck.
Thanks, guys.
Best suit ever.
Thanks, guys.
All right. See you, everybody. Goodbye.